Alright, y'all. When I went to Dublin, I bought 2 of these bottles. One was for this, just in case a lot blows up and you want to get an actual bottle of Proper 12 for free from Conor McGregor's actual pub in Dublin on the street that he grew up in. Comment. If it hits 5,000 and you're number 5,000, you get this bottle for free. Scoot to the side for a second. This only lasts while we're live, though. What's up? What are you doing, brother? I was hoping you was up, man. What are you doing? What time is it where you at? Oh, so you on East Coast? You on the East Coast time too, then, huh? Same as me. This ain't the one we was talking about cracking open, just so you know. I got 2. One for labs, one for memories. Man, it turned out that that plant did not have seed pods all over it like I thought. So there was no seed pods, it was pollen pods. So what I learned is if you I harvested the whole plant today and collected all the pollen and put it in a mason jar. Here, I'll show you real quick. Alright, so this is all the pollen sacks. There was a bunch. But, so what you do is we take this and whenever we're growing the female plants and the buds, whenever the buds come out and the white hairs are fresh, brand new coming off of it, like we can take literally just 2 stems if we want to and rub this pollen out of the jar on top of those white hairs, just on those, like, say 2 stems, and those 2 stems will be the only ones that come or fill up with seeds, so that way the rest of the plant still grows, you know, just a plain bud with no seeds, and then we can get the seeds out of those 2 stems. So, you know, we got to take tragedy and get what we can from it. So now at least whatever we what's cool is this is Girl Scout Cookies Extreme turned into a male plant. So whatever we breed this with will be crossbreed it with Girl Scout Cookies Extreme. So either way, that's gonna be good. Right now we got I got 2 Bubble Kush, or not, sorry, yeah, Bubble Kush, 2 Bubble Kush indica dominant strains starting. I already germinated them, done all that stuff. I got another one germinating over there, and getting that one started. And then after, but it's a feminized seed. It ain't autoflower like this, the GSC. But whenever those get big enough to start pollinating, I'm gonna pollinate them with this, and we're gonna get some seeds. We're gonna crossbreed Bubble Kush with GSC. Yeah, all that work, man, all that work could have been a lot more. We ended up with, you know, this is a large size mason jar, but that's what we ended up with, man, from that plant. It's heartbreaking because it could have been so much better. It could have been so much more than this. But, you know, I'm just glad we was able to get something from it. And you can't tell right now, but they are looking beautiful. I mean, that's like, it's like one solid bud in there. Yeah. Yeah, I got all that curing, and now we got plenty of pollen to be able to crossbreed and make our own stuff. Me neither. I didn't. I guess it was just under so much stress that it turned itself from an autoflower to a full-blown Girl Scout Cookies Extreme male. Not even it wasn't even a Hermie where it was half and half. It was this full male. It completely turned itself into a male. And so now we have pollen from Girl Scout Cookies Extreme. So it might suck what happened, but at the same time, we got enough pollen to pollinate. I mean, 100 plants at least. I mean, so we're gonna be able to pollinate all kinds of plants and crossbreed that good. I mean, knowing that that right there is gonna be autoflower, Girl Scout cookies, extreme pollination with whatever we crossbreed it with. So, I mean, you gotta count your blessings where you can, especially during tragedy. If anybody is interested in a bottle of proper 12 whiskey, Irish whiskey, from Conor McGregor's pub in Dublin, Ireland, on the actual street that he grew up on, make sure to comment. Like our boy Phil, that's always on here, always showing the channel love. And yeah. Well, I've only grown 3 plants. One outside, and those two you seen that got screwed over. Those were my uh, first indoor grows, and then I've done one outdoor grow. My first outdoor grow, of course, was horrible. I mean, I didn't know anything. I didn't do any homework or nothing. I got like $30 worth of weed from it. I mean, it was a flower from it. It was ridiculous. And this one, I was going all in. This is my second grow ever, so I was going all in. Got the indoor kit, everything. Everything was looking beautiful. I was doing all the tricks, and had to leave for the 3 weeks for the trip. They dried out till y'all seen. But yeah, yeah. No, it says I plan on learning from all my mistakes, and just I'm gonna keep on growing with it. And starting July 1st, or not July 1st, sorry, January the 1st, in Virginia, they're going to start doing allowing recreational sale. I mean, right now they got it's legal to smoke recreational. You can grow 4 plants per household, but starting then they're going to actually start opening dispensaries to buy it recreational. And I would love to get to the point where, because I have a whole acre that's already got a well on it that's naturally pH to 6 to 7, and it's got a power hookup, everything that's right here connected to our property. That would be perfect. I mean, perfect for a 1 acre garden to grow, marijuana and sell to the dispensaries. So that's my plan. That's my goal. If I can get enough money, it takes about $60,000 in Virginia to get enough money to be able to get the license to do the farming. So if I can ever get to that point, then yeah, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, it changes everything. That indoor growing, I mean, it's got everything you can need. I mean, when you're able to control your own atmosphere and make it and control whatever the temperature is, whatever the humidity is, everything, then it's a game changer on the size of your plants, being able to control what happens to them, being able to control the pests, all that. Yeah, it's a game changer for sure. But yeah, this is what I make them into. Vapes, right here. I just press them for resin. I take the resin and then I mix it with terpenes oil, which is a natural oil from plants, and mix it with that and put them into these tanks that are less than $1 a piece. And yeah, that's how I vape them. Or make them. I make them into vapes and then I vape them. But that's what I do. Exactly. Like everything, you got to have money to make money. And the thing is it's $60,000. You got to pay 10,000 up front and then 50,000 after like a month. And it's so altogether $60,000 to get your license in Virginia to start growing. And coming up with $60,000, I mean, So they set it up pretty much to where only the rich can come up with the money to be able to do something like that and take the risk on something like that. You know, because people like us, I mean, $60,000, that's, to me, that's more than a whole year's wages. So, you know, it's a little bit harder than you would want it to be. But if possible, ever, if I can ever find anybody worth or that would be interested in investing, I mean, it's literally a gold mine right now in Virginia because it's. I mean, it's legal fully, but they've been working on it for a couple of years now, or a year or two, to make it to where they're going to start opening dispensaries. I mean, that's happening January the 1st, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a gold mine. Now in Virginia, just like the liquor with the liquor, the ABC stores are all owned. Like any liquor store in Virginia is all owned by the state. I feel like they're going to do something like that with the dispensaries for the marijuana, but just like the the ABC stores, they get their liquor from everywhere. You know, from anybody that makes it, that's got their own brands, whatever wants to sell, make a contract with them, they do it. And it's going to be the same thing with the dispensaries. Anybody that wants to get their license and farm and make their own product and sell to them and they can sell, they're going to do. So, yo, we got Yield Source in the house. What's up, bro? Yo, we just got back. What was it, Phil? Uh, Sunday night, super late Sunday night. Literally just got back, and I don't know if you've seen the videos, but my plants, man, they didn't get water while I was gone like they were supposed to, and they ended up dying. One of them turned completely the Girl Scout Cookies Extreme, um, um, plant, that the one that got put under distress, that got stunted, all that, but it completely turned into a male. So check this out. Look, so it was right before flowering too, so it never did flower. So it put out a bunch of pollen sacs. So I harvested it today, and this is all pollen sacs from the Auto Flower Girl Scout Cookies Extreme from the ILGM. And so where it fully turned into a male. I thought I'm not gonna waste it. I saved this right here so that way I can pollinate any female plants and start making my own seeds and start crossbreeding and doing all that. So it was tragedy, but we're gonna take something good out of it. A little bit of pollen, but from the one plant that we had that was getting big, of course, it died too, and it could have grown so much more bud, but that's all we ended up getting out of it. But I'm just glad we got something out of it when I got back. I mean, if just go check out the videos, yo. I mean, it's heartbreaking. But hey, I've been checking out for the seeds, and I haven't got them yet. That's the only reason I haven't started the grow off or anything. But I've definitely been following along and chilling my guy, doing all that stuff. And but yeah, I haven't got the seeds yet. But as soon as they come in the mail, best believe I'm gonna get them germinating, underway, and catch up. Yeah, still a win. I mean, because like you said, still a win. Like, even though it fully turned into a male, I could have done like most people and just killed it, thrown it away. But screw that. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? I've been wanting to. Everybody knows how expensive seeds are, and if you're able to get pollen from an auto flower, especially like GSC, it's a very high grade marijuana autoflower, and to be able to get the pollen from it, to be able to pollinate other plants that I'm going to grow. Uh, like right now, I got two plants started and germinating right now, and they're the Bubble Kush, and they're from Amsterdam. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack and see how good, getting something like, from a shop in Amsterdam, just some seeds, compared to like ILGM, I love growing marijuana.com, with their seeds and their genetics to show, how you take your pride and like you get what you pay for. You get your money's worth, and when you do your homework, and you're 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 always going to find out, to me, that people like ILGM are going to do better than just getting it from some random store you don't know anything about. You're just walking in, and it's more like a souvenir. But we're going to find out. But yeah, still a win. It was heartbreaking. I went from being like extremely like distraught because like you got to go check out the actual video to see how bad they were when I walked in. I went from my plants being beautiful and gorgeous, filling the whole entire you know tent, just all that when I left. Getting messages told they were being watered up and all this stuff exactly down to the T how I told them, and coming back and looking the way they did in that video. I mean, I was just like, I couldn't even talk. I was so upset. I didn't talk for the rest of the night, not, to anybody in the family. I was just, I was like, I'm going on to sleep. I can't even deal with that. And then, the next day I came down here and I thought they were all seed pods. And I was like, oh my God, look at all these seeds. And then I realized, wait, these are pollen sacs, because they started opening and you could see all over the the leaves, they were just pollen sacs, like, or pollen from the sacs that opened. They were just throwing pollen everywhere. I mean, just white or just powder everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I see what's happening. These ain't seed pods; these are pollen pods. So my done hunt, like I said, this is my third marijuana grow, third or three plants altogether. Second grow ever. First indoor. I only got one outdoor, but I'm fully hooked, of course. But I knew enough to know that this is gold, considering it's autoflower and it's such a high grade marijuana strain that I decided to harvest it, keep it, got it sealed up, and I got it ready. That way I can. What's cool, like, is one thing I've learned, if any of like yield, I know I'm sure Phil, but when you're growing, say a feminized or an autoflower plant, and this female plant has multiple branches going off. You could take this, if you're careful enough, whenever it's got just the white hairs sticking out, when it's fresh, it's just starting to show its pistils or its flowers, and you can take this and rub it just on, say, like 2 branches, right? You're rubbing it just on them two, and that way you can just grow seeds in those 2 branches and still have good flower coming off that isn't full of seeds, ain't got none of that in it. And that way you're still getting seeds, but at the same time, you're growing good weed that you can still smoke, and you don't have to worry about it being full of seeds. But yeah, it was a bummer, but at the same time, it was pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that all cookies strains will harm. All right, hey, that's a good fact right there. Yield just pointed out something huge right there. All cookies, so all the Girl Scout cookies, all cookie strains will harm me. So if you put them under enough stress, that's what happened here. First of all, if Yield knows, Phil, there was a part they seen whenever it first was growing and was just a baby. It got stunted because it got overwatered from my last trip, and where I built my own watering system, which done good with the bigger one, but with the smaller one, it didn't need that much water, so it overwatered it and stunted the growth. And then so that was the first stress it got put under. And then this time it was so dry when I got back, like literally, how you had to normally cut down a plant, you hang it up to dry it out. The back plant, the big one, was so dry that whenever you hang them up, the way to test it, the original way to test it, the way I test it, is I'll bend the stem, and whenever the stem makes the cracking noise, you're like, hey, it's dry, it's finally ready to get down, cut it up, and get it ready for curing. And so, like, when I got back and I cut it down, like, I bent the stem and it immediately cracked louder than I've ever heard them crack, before, for whenever I get them ready for curing. So I was like, wow, it's already literally stayed here under this light and dried out so much from having no water that it's already dried itself out, and it's ready for curing. So I didn't even have to hang it. I just took it straight from the plant and cut it up and got it ready for curing. But it's curing, and still, I mean, it's looking into some good weed, some good bud. It's got, like I said, it could have been a lot more, but I'm just glad I got something from it. But, but at least we got that pollen, so we're gonna be making some seeds for sure. See what my boy Yale said. And Phil, hold on, guys. Sorry. Where you at, Phil? I don't even. I forgot what state you're in. Mm-hmm. All right, brother. Good night, Phil. You have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one, brother. But definitely hit me up on Facebook. Let's see what my boy Yale said. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Dang. Yeah, it's gonna make for bad genetics. So, dang. I mean, this is heartbreaking, Yield. Go check it out, man. For real. Go see what really happened. Go see my last videos. I posted up, but I mean, I got back and it was just dry, man. They were done. Like the big plant, the one I ended up harvesting for the flower had on it. I mean, every single leaf wasn't even just dry. They were like bright, bright brown, like just bright orange and brown, just crunchy. They were done, fully finished. Now the front one, it was completely dried up, but the smaller one, but it was completely dried up, because it hadn't got to flower yet, but it was still green. So I thought, well, maybe I put some water in there and see what happens. And so I got the bigger one out, harvested it, and put some water in there. Came back the very next day, and literally the leaves looked they never have it, even been dry before. It was crazy how fast they bounced back. But by then it had like a million pollen sacs all over it. That's all it had. It had no flower whatsoever, only a million pollen sacs. So it done took this GSC and fully turned it into a male. Not even a Hermie, just full on male. It was just crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do it for fun. I ain't getting rid of that pollen. I mean, I worked too hard. I mean, I was so excited because I worked. I put so much work into those plants. I mean, you know how much work it goes. People only see the videos and see the harvest and how fast it takes, but they have no idea the months. I mean, sometimes almost up to a year you'll put into a plant, like, and you know, just for a little short video that people see this, within sometimes, I mean, maybe it might be a 15, 20 minute video, but still, like, to them, that's nothing compared to the work we put into it. And man, I was so excited about this one because I had done so many different things to it, so many different stuff that I had learned throughout the process. But no matter what, I'm not going to complain. I learned from the process, and I'm already moved on to the next one, and I'm going to continue to grow. And that's the best part about growing is each time it's a new experience. It's never the same. I've already learned that in such a short time. It's like a different experience every time you grow, which is the best part. So it ain't like you ever get just too used to growing, because every time, like, you're always learning something new. You're always, you know, coming up with a new experience, and I don't know. It's therapy. It's a hobby. It's a way of life. Checks all the boxes. So if you're in a state that's legal and you've been wanting to grow, go for it. I'm telling you right now. It's been I like growing it more than I like smoking it. And I've been smoking it way longer than I've been growing it. And I love smoking it, trust me. Don't get me wrong. I love smoking it, but I'm eating it, edibles, all that, whatever. But growing, no, that's a whole nother world. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, the two I got right now are Bubble Kush, and they're feminized seeds. So they're not autoflower and cross up with a photo. But I got two feminized that I'm starting. But then again, like I said, I'm doing an experiment. I got some. These are seeds. I wanted to stack up the ILGM. I love growing marijuana.com. Yield. But anybody else out there, if you do not know about them and you live in a state where you can grow weed, marijuana, legal, uh, make sure to check them out because they got great genetics. They're always, to me, they've been like so far they've been great, and the all the ratings, everything everybody's given them's been good. So make sure to check them out. But what my point is to stack them up against uh, seeds, beans, marijuana seeds straight from Amsterdam, but not just Amsterdam, but the shops. Because number one thing you want to do when you go to the shops in Amsterdam, if you're a grower, you're going to go to the shops. You know what I mean? You're going down the street, and there's shops everywhere. Like, let me get this straight. Like, literally every single shop you go to, at least every other shop you go to, even if it's a food store, has marijuana seeds and this huge menu out front that they sell. And I want to stack up those seeds that people would love to get from, and think automatically it's Amsterdam. So these got to be great. I want to stack them up against the ILGM to show that it's always better to do your homework. It's always better to go through a site that is good instead of just saying, hey, it's Amsterdam, so that's good enough for me. You can't just say something like that or base it on the place. You have to base it on the actual company that you're buying it from. And so I don't know. That's my point. That's what I'm going with. And so I've got these starting, and it's already started off bad. I've done germinated them, got them through all that process. They're in the dirt, and it's already been a couple days, and they're just being slow to sprout. Got me worried about the seeds, but we got two started. I got one other one germinating, and I got the other two on backup because we have 5 altogether that I had sent here. When I went there, I got to meet with one of the guys that just owns one of the shops on the side. They give you an option to be able to put down an order when you get the seeds, and they send them by mail. So you get them by mail, but they won't let you take them, of course, because you can't. It's not legal to take any kind of seeds, and you should never ever go to Amsterdam and buy any kind of marijuana products in any way and try to bring them through any kind of customs in any way. That's just clear. Let me get that very clear. Because if you do, you're asking to get locked up, because nobody's more hardcore than customs. So you got to do it the right way, and the only way that they can do it legally is if you show up to Amsterdam, you go in. If you're not from there, they ask you, you go through this process, and you just fill out this form. And this form is just your full-on sheet and your address and, a consent form, all this stuff to where, I don't know, all that good stuff. But either way, they mail them to you. We got by the time, because it took so long to get back, that was only halfway through our trip. By the time we got back, they were here in the mail. And so I didn't start at them, and I'm going to get with the grow off with my boy Yield here. I'm going to whenever the seeds come in from ILGM for the grow off, I'm going to start them and stack them up side by side for the grow off. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Some marijuana or some Amsterdam seeds from shops, just random shops when you go there, stacked up beside the ILGM. I love growmarijuana.com, and just see, the difference, and show that, knowing your genetics and knowing where you get them from means more than just, the history behind the country you go to or whatever. You know what I mean? You should always do your homework and always worry about genetics. But yeah, so let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, y'all see right there, my boy Yield Source. Make sure, first of all, go check his channel out. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. There's no need to tell you to subscribe. Once you check him out, you're gonna see he's legit. He's our dude. He's somebody I look up to that helps me like get through this stuff and figuring stuff out. Like literally from the time I've started growing, which like I said, I'm very green. My growing went from my first plant getting like $25 worth off to growing a massive plant just off my second, just from yield source, just from following along with his videos and learning so much. But yeah, if you go to ILGM, make sure to use yield source says use code 10. Y'all see it right there. I want y'all to see right here, 10FR. So 10 from Robert. All right, so use 10 from Robert uh, for the I love growmarijuana.com and get you some beans, especially if you're living where it's legal. Make that clear, because that's the only place they're going to send it to, and they know where it's legal. Got 420 you in the house, bro. How did I just not notice that, bro? What you been up to, man? I haven't seen you or talked to you since before the trip. Got 420 up in the house, y'all. Literally. Got 420, and we got 420. And then we got Yil. Yo, we got some OGs in here. And then we got Nilda. Do you work with magic mushrooms? No. But you know what's great? We went to, not just Amsterdam, but, Amsterdam, of course, they have them, but not like Baltimore. We went to Baltimore on our way back from our trip, and they have 24-hour service where you can order marijuana products all day, all night. 24-hour service. I mean, you can wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, oh, I'm out of my vape. I need some. And, hit them up, they'll bring it right to you. But they have an option for magic mushrooms. I was like, oh my God, look at this. Because my wife wanted to try them forever. But she was like, nah, I'm too sleepy. It's taken, it took us 3 days to get home from London. And so she was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to try my first time on a trip home and I got to be in my mind. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's just crazy. It blew my mind that I didn't know anywheres in America. Like, I'm pretty sure I thought Denver, but you can get some mushrooms, I think. But I might be wrong. But I know in Baltimore, they got it on the menu. You can pick some magic mushrooms and they'll deliver them right to your door. Y'all, I gotta pee. You know what sucks? I can't jam the music, man. If I turned on music right now while we're chilling, they will literally, well, the video will be useless. And nobody else will get any notifications to join because it gets copyrighted. So, all that good stuff. Plans is cut off. See, I don't even know what time they cut off. I think I got it from 1 to 7. So it might be 1 in the morning. Yeah, that's what time it is. So, plants just went to sleep, and they ain't none yet. There would still be plants growing right now if they didn't get murdered. But the seedlings are going to sleep. There's 2 seedlings in there starting. Bubble Kush. Yo, Yield, I don't know if you're still on here, but if you are, I never got those beans to start the grow off, but I didn't know if maybe they sent them back to you or what happened. But if you're on here, I've been needing to tell you about that. But y'all, don't leave. If you do, come back because I'll be right back. I just gotta go pee real quick. Wait, before I leave, first of all, like I said, the person that reaches the comment, I think I said 5,000. I don't know. Either way, what it says on the title, the person that comments and hits that spot right here, you're gonna win this bottle right here. I got it from Dublin, Ireland. While I was in there, I got 2 of them. This one I got for a giveaway. It's from Conor McGregor's pub in Dublin, Ireland, on the street that he grew up on. And yeah, so just for shits and giggles, if you want to win this, comment. But your boy be right back. I gotta pee. Yo. Hey, y'all know, I've been thinking what we need to do is put on our own cannabis cup. You know, they got I've seen cannabis cups in California ever since it became legal in America. I've seen it in like California. I think I've seen one on the East Coast. But yeah, that'd be cool. Shoot, I want to go to any of them and just be a judge. Just put me as a judge and just let me go through and test all the products. Oh, there's my dude. 61 years old and a grandma. Hey, I am 32 years old and a grandpa. Believe it or not, I got 3 grandkids. 3. Try to figure that one out in your head. But what's up, Nilda? What's up, Nilda? Welcome to the channel. We just chilling. Oh yeah, I know. Like I'm Irish. You know, I'm like 65% Irish. So that was the main reason of getting to go, is to finally go back to, you know, my family's roots. But also I'm a professional bare knuckle boxer, and getting to go to Conor McGregor's pub was amazing. And not just get, I didn't want to. I've never bought a bottle of proper 12. I don't have a taste for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my drink. But going to his pub to buy an actual bottle of proper 12 from his pub that he owns. He only owns 2 in Ireland, and anywhere that's his 2 pubs. And the one in Dublin, the one we went to, is the actual street that he lived on and grew up on, and was a plumber before he became a fighter. So, you know, it's pretty cool. We got 2 of them, one for a giveaway and one to keep. So, yeah, keep on coming. Y'all want to win it? You got it right here. It's literally about comment. You can just literally just be like comment, 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 comment. I mean, my word's my word. That's what it's for. It's a giveaway, but it's not just, you know, a bottle of proper 12. It's a bottle of proper 12 from like the home base, from Dublin, Ireland, in Conor McGregor's actual pub. What's cool is if you go check out my videos that I posted, I actually got to wear his first ever championship belt that he won. He has it out there in his pub where people can take pictures with it and hold it. And I'm telling you, getting to hold an actual, especially Conor McGregor's, like the first ever 2-division, the first ever 2-division champ in the history of UFC, and to get to wear his first ever championship belt. It's pretty cool. And then why getting to buy or wear it is when they came up and was like, "Hey, you want to buy a bottle of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to buy 2 of them, please." Surreal. Definitely surreal. Is that you, Scotty? Scotty! Y'all, my boy Scotty's on here. That's not only my brother, one of my best friends, but also that was my first lieutenant at the fire department. Because I was on the fire department for a couple of years, and that was my uh, first, second, third lieutenant, all of them lieutenants. He was my lieutenant, and he trained me and taught me everything I knew about it, and then become my best friend and my brother, just like that. And we'll be brothers forever. That's cool seeing Scotty on here. What you doing, buddy? That's my brother right there. Just hanging out, doing a live. Got to go to Dublin, Ireland. Y'all, I can't even talk tonight. Got to go to Dublin, Ireland, and got to go to Conor McGregor's pub, and doing a giveaway. So that's what's happening on here. Doing a giveaway for a bottle straight from his actual pub. It's got a signature on the back, but y'all know it ain't real. It's just a copy. Now they do say he is there one day out of every month. So, that's kind of like playing the lottery. You like book a trip to go to his pub, and then you got like 1 out of 30 chance to see the dude. Either way, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys and girls. Virginia. I am in Virginia. Oh, you're doing, let's see. You on here 420? Got hashtag. I just call you, you know you're my boy, and I'm just going to call you 420, so. You still on here 420? Because I just not seeing your message about, I didn't know you was doing yours, if you was doing yours in dirt, or if you was going to do hydroponically, so. I see that you are doing hydroponically, and you started on the 10th. So where you at right now? If you're still on here, what are they looking like? Trying to get this hay. You're working right now? Ain't it like 1 o'clock in the morning? You outside working right now, 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to get some hay? That's called stubbornness. That's just called working too much, like you always do. Are you really out there right now? Getting some hay? Or are you talking about you just been out there every day? And okay, all right. My bad. Sorry, I didn't had no proper 12, but I've had some of these. Okay, I got you. I know I just got back from my trip, and now where I drive the truck for Farm Bureau, I had to drive the bulk truck and the box truck, so I had to catch up all 5 of my stores, get them stocked back up. But the main thing that's got me is getting all these farmers caught up. Like, normally I work Monday through Friday, but tomorrow I got to go in on a Saturday, and just whatever time I wake up, I guess, in the morning. Normally I go in at 8, always. I'm there at 8, but 8 to 5, but tomorrow I'm just showing up. Nobody's going to be there. It's, during closing hours, but I'm showing up, picking up the picking up the bulk truck and taking it out to Burke's Garden, running some farm feed out there to a farmer, and trying to get caught back. That's what the whole week's been about, just getting caught up on my all my farmers and stores, just getting them caught up, because we was gone for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. No, I'm just tired, buddy. And I had a wisdom tooth pulled out yesterday. What's crazy is I was working yesterday. I had to leave at 1 o'clock and then make it to my dentist appointment. They pulled out a wisdom tooth, which that sucker was like freaking that long, and then they done a filling in front of it, and then I had to leave immediately straight from there back to work, because like I said, where we was gone 3 weeks, I had to catch up on all these farmers all week. But I had to leave straight from there, go straight back to work, and then take the truck to Athens, West Virginia, and take a load of feed out to a farmer out there. And then by the time I got back, it was like almost 6, right at 6 o'clock. And then I had to wake back up in the next morning, go right back at it all the way till the end of the day. And then tomorrow I have to go in, catch one more farmer up. So I've only drank 2 drinks, but I guess when I'm so sleepy, I feel them. Like I'm feeling them. Feeling them, brother. Okay, so yours are tiny too. That's my thing. The seeds I have that they sent me from Amsterdam were really tiny. Like, normally I like having seeds that's got the tiger stripes on them. They're big and black. You know what I mean? And the seeds I got sent over here from there, from Amsterdam, are like, they're smaller, and they're some of it's, what I'm talking about. They're just tinier, and they seem more immature, and it's kind of got me worried because, like I said, I've had them in the dirt now for 2 days after germinating them in the paper towel, and nothing yet. Nothing. So a little worried about them. Wait, so they did sprout though? So they're tiny, but they did sprout? I thought you was talking about the size of the seeds. So you're talking about they already sprouted. They didn't shot up. They was talking the size of the seeds. Like these seeds I got, I'm a little worried about them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look like some healthy seeds. They look really immature. So I'm a little worried about them. But like I said, that's the whole point, stacking them up against the ILGM, because these were more expensive than the ILGM by a lot. I'm not even kidding, by a lot. And and that's without the shipping that it costs to have them, mailed here, but or however they done it. I don't know, but it was just more expensive. So I don't know. We're gonna find out. That's the whole point. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. We're just chilling, having fun. Sorry, I'm just reading. Uh, Noda. She's just talking about how she likes her chill and this our presence. So, hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you showing love. Like I said, I'm extra sleepy, so 2 drinks got me feeling extra tired tonight because this has been like nonstop. Plus, I had a ginormous, wisdom tooth yanked out of my mouth yesterday. So, been crazy. why are you? Let's see. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't. I still ain't got my seeds. I don't know why. I've checked my mail every day, all that, but still ain't got them. And you know, I've been. That's been weeks now. Like you said, like I mean, like I said earlier, I've been gone now for 3 weeks. But yeah, still ain't got my seeds or nothing yet. So just waiting on them. Once they show up, I'm definitely gonna get started. Shoot, not only do they grow faster, but they grow bigger. That's the only way to grow. That's how you get massive, beautiful plants is hydroponically. So, you know, that's I already ordered a bunch of stuff to get started with the hydroponics, and that's what I'm going to next. I'm going to grow at least half and half, but we're about to build a greenhouse right here in front of the house. I already got the platform built. I got the insulation floor, or I insulated the floor, and then put outside carpet on top of it. And it's a 20 foot by 20 foot platform, and we're probably gonna have. I mean, maybe not that big, but we're gonna try to get as much space as we can in there. But yeah, we're gonna about to order some big lights. But yeah.